afternoon, my students from our subject, the contemporary world. Okay, as being instructed by our academic supervisor, we are to make pre-recorded lecture videos and we will be sending it to you within the week. Okay, so this is part of the new normal probably that we will be doing. So I'll be doing a lecture about our last two topics for the finals, and at the end of each topic is your activity. Anyway, don't worry, I will be sending you a copy of my PowerPoint presentation so that you can go through it as together with my video. Okay, so let's start. Okay, for this lesson we have media and globalization. So basically it will talk about media as a whole, okay, and the relation with globalization. Okay, there are different types of medias. We have the mainstream media, which of course the television, all the news, the newscasts that we see on TV, and we have the social media that most of us are into, and of course we have the print media, which are the newspapers. Okay, but before we go on, so these are our learning objectives, okay, or outcomes. First one is, in this topic we will be analyzing how various media drive different forms of global integration. Okay, because globalization and media always go together. Okay, you will see later on why. Okay, then we will compare the social impacts of different media on the processes of globalization. Okay, like I said, how does media affect globalization? Okay, we'll explain the dynamics between local and global culture production, and of course, we'll define responsible media consumption, meaning to say, especially on social media, how responsible are we in using that kind of media? Okay. Okay, in lesson 1, we already have defined what globalization is, so I will not be going back again. You know already the definition of globalization. Okay, and of course we know the pros and cons of it. Okay, there's this question: where does media fit in globalization? Okay, I'll give you a series of examples of how media affects globalization. Okay, first is when a film is made. When a film is made in Hollywood, okay, it is not only shown in the U.S. but it is shown all over the world. Okay, around the globe, across the globe. That is. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, another one. BTS. Yeah, I know you all know about this. BTS is a boy group from South Korea, and he's not only famous in South Korea but also around the world. And slowly, okay, Americans have already grabbed the K-pop thing. Okay, which in the past K-pop was only centered around Asia, and now it has expanded even to the Americas. Okay. The proliferation of Korean novellas has brought us to South Korea even without leaving our comfort zones. Okay, so this Korean novellas has also exposed us to how Korean lifestyle is, or what Korean lifestyle is. Okay, even without us leaving our chairs or our sofas. Okay, television programs, social media groups, books, magazines, and the like have made it easier for advocates to reach a large audience. That's very true. Globalization relies on media as its main conduit for the spread of global culture and ideas. This is how globalization and media are closely related. Okay, there is an intimate relationship between globalization and media which must be unraveled to further understand the contemporary world. Okay. Let's see media and its functions. Okay. Basically, um, one function of media is to reach out to people. Okay? How? By probably sending it through a news, either print or even in the mainstream media or even social media. Okay, Chuck Lull, or Lule, whatever you pronounce it, is a prominent author and a professor from Lay University in Philadelphia, USA, describes media as a means of conveying something, such as a channel of communication. It's true. It's a very clear definition of what media is. A person's voice is a medium, and that's very true. When commentators refer to media, this is the plural of medium, they mean technologies and mass communications. Okay, mass communications could be either, like I said, print, could be social, or could be mainstream. Okay, however, your sources could be television, could be books, magazines, whatever. Okay, media theorist Marshall McLuhan declared that the medium or media is the message, and that's true. Television is not a simple bearer of messages. It also shapes the social behavior of users and reorient family behavior, and that's true. Okay, okay. If you look at most households, they have TVs. Okay, and sometimes it is all family gather, whether the TV is big or small. There are times when family gathers together watching a series of shows or a certain show. Okay, and I would like to add to this part here. I